Mike Murdoch. Hello, sir, from Maryland. I was wondering about something I have heard said, and it may make sense. That is, that men use love to get sex, and women use sex to get love. It's possible, but not all men and not all women. You can't generalize them, but definitely it has some merit to it. Yeah, often we call love, but it's not love. Do we really love her? Do we know what love is? How stupid is it that we call love making? In other words, we seem to understand love is the same as sex. That's not the same. Sex will give you that intimate feeling and that amazing feeling of nothingness, while everything seems perfect at that moment of climax, at the moment of the height of the intimacy. But that's not love. That's a state of the frequency that it cannot be attained in any other experience in life, and that has its own purposes and benefits. But it's not love. You say you love her. Making love. Making love. How can you make love? If you're talking about love, you're not talking about sex. But people use the word making love for having sex, which is a kind of a polite way of making it, but saying it. But in reality, they have eventually conditioned themselves to think about sex and love to be the same. You have lust for someone, that's not love. That's when you want to have sex. When two consenting adults that want to have sex, that's up to them. But that's not love. When you say you love her, do you love her? Where does love come from? You got to know that person. You got to know her before you can love her. Do you know her? Do you love her? Do you know her? Or do you love what she does for you? Or you love what she makes you feel like? Or you love the fact that you get a little bit closer to that elusive psychological security when you are with your woman, with a woman. Through that emotion, you feel secure, you feel warm, you feel relaxed. Is that really loving her? Or loving her should be knowing her. What do you know about her? Do you know about her consciousness? Do you know about her conditionings? Do you know how her brain ticks? Do you know about her background, her preferences, her religions, how she reacts to stimuli of thoughts and things that happens in daily life? Each one of you could be facing with the same situation, but you would react differently because the field of your mind, your consciousness, is weaved differently, so it reacts differently. It's like a tennis ball. You hit it to a concrete wall, comes back in a certain way, and you hit it to a trampoline standing upside down, it comes back differently. You hit it to a tree or to a different surface of different material, it comes back differently, because all those material respond to that same ball with the same speed thrown at it differently, because it is made of different material. The field of the consciousness of each person is also made differently with how it's been conditioned and the content of it. Therefore, it reacts and reflects the light that shines on it differently in different angles, shows differently. It could actually, the consciousness of each person, it's like a mirror, but these mirrors maybe have different linings and cracks in them. So the same light, the same object, reflection from that mirror, because it has different cracks and breakups and patterns in it, it reflects back differently. The same as if we say consciousness of each person being a river, and because of its conditioning and the contents being differently and put together in different time and different experiences, through different experiences. Therefore, its field is got different cracks in it, different lines, different weaves. So the same object, the same light would reflect differently from this mirror of the consciousness of this person versus this other person. So all of that stops you from thinking that you really know that person thoroughly, because that's the only time that you can really say you love a person. Otherwise, you love what she does for you. You love how she makes you feel. So there are different love in the world too. Do you love the world? Do you love the people? Do you love safety for everyone? Do you love children? Do you want safety and health and proper upbringing for the children? These are love without condition. But you love your girlfriend and you want to have sex with her just because you see a pretty girl and you want to have sex with her. That doesn't mean you love her. You love having sex with her. I can understand that. That means you highly prefer and like to have sex with her. But that has nothing to do with loving who she is. Instead, it's loving what she can do for you. And vice versa. Guys for girls. So anyhow, I hope that you guys would be able to focus on learning about love. If you have a girlfriend, or whatever your relationship, you love your girlfriend, you better love her, not what she does for you. And to love her, you got to get to know her. To get to know her, you got to know her consciousness, not just how she looks and what she cooks or what she does or the ha fun stuff. Everybody going to disco, coming out in love. That's not in love, that's in lust. So I hope you can tell the difference, at least in your next relationship. Before you fall in love, get to know that person. If you haven't gotten to know that new date of yours, don't say you love her. Get to know her first, and then you see if she deserves your love, if you guys are compatible, and if she loves you for you, or she loves you for what you can do for her, what you can provide. The image that she has created of herself can be fulfilled by having you in her life. That's not love. The image you have created of yourself, the idea of having a girlfriend, and then seeing her in the image you've created for you that you prefer, that's not love. That's fulfilling the image you've created of of yourself in the society. Having a girlfriend looks like that, walking with her, going to a restaurant or this and that. That's not love. It's a picture. You're in love with that image. You should go beyond that. Get to know that girl, get to know your partner, and love, and see if you can love that entity, that existence, find compatibility, and so on and so forth. Okay.